This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go. Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Yellow, on the line.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Hey, 43.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's coming, double up.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
57 with Mike. Oh, I got one.
Mahomes again here on second and 10. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Kansas City.
40.
54. Get him.
Hey, 15.
Mike, 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, watch that movement.
Right there.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Going deep here for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Mike 5-4.
Now it's Mahomes again. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles are usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
Check, Mike 54.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, 51 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle 1st down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
Mine's 54. Mine's 54.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes, almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Hey, 57, 57 colors, 57 colors.
54, right there. 54 Mike.
Yellow, yellow.
Hey, watch
They go play action. Now Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Bradley McDougald that time able to knock it away.
It's now 4th down.
This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down.
Check right, 27. Check right.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's complete to Kelsey. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Chiefs 7, Seahawks nothing.
I don't need to. Right. Hey, 57.
No. Check nickel.
First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the... Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Well, here's a good way to kick off the drive, complete over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Got it. 95.
They'll run on 1st down. Carson, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Check. Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Right there. 54, right there.
Hey, alert.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. He hits his running back, Procise. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
It's just me and you. Watch the safety creep.
Alert.
Now it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Yellow.
Here we go.
Attack!
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
56. Mike.
Throwing on second and long. Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. Now here's Michael Dixon, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And it's Chiefs football. First and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, they'll start on the ground with McCoy. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Hey, 57, 57.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
27, check Mike, 27. Line, move. Let's set a tone. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Cut.
From the 38, Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Attack!
Check. Flag down.
Let's go, baby.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah, his second sack of the night.
Coming to you, coming to you. Check, 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 check. Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Chiefs.
Yellow.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Hey, yellow, hey, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Oh. Give me that ball.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ezekiel Ansah in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing a 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Alert. Back. 25, check 25, check 25.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. He finds an opening past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Wilson on first down. It's caught. Lockett. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Now Wilson, he lets it. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 43 yards. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 to score as they begin 1st and 10.
Check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Come on. Yellow. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Drop deep, drop deep. Nice 7, let's go. Check Mike 27, check Mike.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route. and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Again, it's Williams. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Mahomes now to throw. Caught here by Bell. And 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a 1st down.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes on target there to Hill, and they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Go down. I got listen.
Mike 54. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check.
Friday.
Go. Right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Watch the screen. Mike 53. Mike.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back to throw. And His throw's going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's third down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up fourth down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
One flip.
Mike 5-4.
Look for Sidney.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check.
36 power.
54.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The sack by Terrell Suggs. So now let's look at the situation. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining, so barring a first down, they could conceivably get the ball back.
So now it's all about defense and stopping the clock. Don't give up any yardage, right? Use your timeouts. And your offense always practices going downfield without timeouts. You know, those 2-minute drills, most of them are run in practice without the benefit of timeouts and want to make it as tough a situation as possible. They're in it right now.
Hey, 43, 15.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Resume, fellas. Let's go.
Now McCoy. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
I got you.
This is caught. Watkins. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Watch the shit.
15.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54. Mike.
15.
This thing is a loss. We taking win. Delta. Watch the shit.
Here's Mahomes to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that exit, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Mike, 53. Mike. Hey, watch the ball. He's checked.
Let's go double count right here. Double count.
Check. Crunch. Check 43.
To throw is Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You go, Aces. You got tight right there. Watch out. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
12.
One last shot for Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark him down at the 9. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Seattle.
20 goons and a ice cream whip, triple school. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready? 95, 56.
Hey, tight. Tight dog.
Sammy.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And some room to roam now. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 74 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Overcommitting in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Alpha.
54's Mike. Check.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. Now Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on 4th down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on 4th down here early in the game.
It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll run. It's Sanders. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run. From the gun, it's Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Wentz on the give to Sanders. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Play action. Now Wentz. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Going for it all. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, 27 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to you.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards too? Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Throwing is Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Protein spill.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Ted Ginn, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, with that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in Week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as a team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Breeze now. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. Dropped at the 35. Able to display his agility, but not much room to operate. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Hey, Delta.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Again has it complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a pickup of 13. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they'll take a 1-point lead here in the second. So a little late drama in the first half as that kick will give them the lead into intermission.
Isn't this fun the way that this is unfolding? You're exactly right. The late drama, 3 points go up on the board, and we go into the half with a new leader.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. On play action, it's Wentz. Going for the deep ball. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a gain of 38. A big march forward on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. They'll go again with Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Run coverage, excellent there from the defensive end position.
How many times do we sit with coaches and they talk about a base defensive end, a guy who can anchor and play with leverage? We just saw a great example of it. And how about the bonus, tackling the runner for a loss?
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Sanders. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Wentz now on 1st down. And that's complete to Sanders. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. This is caught by Ginn. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. From the 36, Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Good kill. Go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Breeze now on first down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second down, Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's 3rd and 10.
5-9.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Wentz will try again on second down. The Sanders has got it complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Check 61, Matchbox Lights. 5-8.
On second and 11 now. Breeze. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
46 down, man. 5-4.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And he is all the way up past the 25. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. To throw is Breeze. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It's now 3rd down and 16.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement, people want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving a show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Mike, go.
53, Mike. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Check. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up.
Kill. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second and 12 at the 22-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why? 26.
On second down now, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
3 bud.
They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And it is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Yellow.
Check. Watch 54. Wildfield.
Attack.
Right there. 54, right there. 54.
Right side.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Escaping, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
54.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They'll try again with McCoy. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is third and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed, way harder to cover than before.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 at their own 44.
We're going to 53.
53 is the mic. Here we go. Let's go.
To throw is Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Cooper was the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another first and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
On first down, it's Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. 22 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
All day, baby. All day. Hey, watch that. Check what it is.
On second down, Prescott again. That would complete to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. First down, Prescott. Flush to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Tyrann Mathieu, the Honey Badger, there to knock it away. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when you get it...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. An excellent gain, 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, 47.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The Chiefs' 16-yard line.
We're going to 54. Why? 26.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Terrell Suggs, one of the best in the business at finding the QB, gets home there.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long for Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.